McConnell standing over you.
Don't say that to Johnny. We're gonna have.
I mean, he can. He really could. That just would mean that we're live. Never mind.
Help me, Johnny. Help me.
That would just mean he's burning in hell like he should be. I got the map, so maybe he's lost. He needs to try to find his way to the commissary. If anybody knows where the snacks in hell are, it's me.
The AI generated pictures of Mitch McConnell that everybody's throwing up, they're killing me. They are killing me.
I was laughing at his staff said that they're continuing to go and have meetings with him and updating him on this and this and this. And it's like, he's laying there on life support. Is anybody following them to back and forth to the hospital? I bet you anything they're not going over there. Because nobody
board. Is that what you're doing?
Nobody supposedly can get in there.
Yep. And the way I'm a tooth fairy riding a unicorn that shits rainbows. Hey, Stephanie, how are you, darling? I saw Lori in there too. Hi, Lori.
Hey, Lori. Steph.
So, yeah, what a week it's been, huh, guys? I want to say to our viewers and everybody out there that's currently affected by these wildfires, please stay safe. I know the air quality is really, really, really bad in some areas. Please be mindful. If you are in an area where you can leave out some water for the animals, that would be amazing. Because we know that wildlife is, not just people, but wildlife is affected, so that would be greatly appreciated for everyone that's around the areas. And please stay safe and be mindful of your health with the air quality and stuff too.
Air quality and the heat in a lot of places.
Yeah, and it's not just here in the U.S., Canada as well. I think some places over in the UK are having really bad fires right now too. France, So I am sending a prayer out for everybody. So yeah. But anyways,
well, it is the year of the fire horse, isn't it?
Yep.
So
Thank you, the Impish. Thank you, Impish. Yeah, I mean, dear Lord, help us all. I'm ready for the year of the happy unicorn. Enough of this, The year of the Care Bears, Johnny. Bring out your army of Care Bears from back there.
We've had so much flooding also. The storms that keep happening are dropping inches and inches of rain. I've never seen so much, flash flood warnings across the country.
Yeah. And the scientists have been telling us that for years, that,
Yep, they have.
They have. Wait till the displacement from all these people that are in war-torn areas. It's
100 years from now, when people look back like, well, why didn't they do anything? Oil companies. Special interest. That's why we didn't do anything. That is why but mind you, no matter how messed up the world gets, we as a collective have to take care of each other like we always have, because the world has always been in a state of, I can't believe this is happening. And it has always been in a state where you need something and I got it, I'll give it. Where there's always good people, there's always bad people. There always will be both, no matter how enlightened we become. You just control what you can control and don't put the world on your back.
What is it that you say at the end of all your live streams now, Johnny? Stay away from stupid people. Stay away
from stupid people, please, and thank you. And because here's the thing. When you argue with them, because you're trying to get them. You have to also understand when a discussion back and forth is no longer a discussion but an argument, and you are just trying basically to get them to see it your way instead of exchanging ideas. Then you need to stop talking, because sometimes you cannot convince a person the world is not flat.
Yep.
Walk away, quit talking to that person. It's okay. As long as they're not in the position to make decisions for the rest of us, they can believe the world is as flat as they want. Walk away from stupid.
My gramps used to always say, you can't fix stupid.
Yeah.
You got to walk in. We're all ignorant somewhere. I don't know all the names of the Kardashians. There you go. But you can learn.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to.
If you want to. You know what I learned? I'm going to share something with y'all. This is very important. I want you to pay attention every single
Wait, hold on.
I don't need to be on center stage. This is very
Yes,
important.
you are. You're going to be on center stage.
Wait,
Wait,
this is very important.
Johnny, you got to get a mic. Get a mic.
I don't have a hairbrush. That's what we used to use when I was a kid. This is very important. This is Johnny coming in with Channel 4 News. Candy corn is on the shelves at your local stores, and I need you to go get some. That's all.
I forgot that, dude. I forgot that all the
It's fall.
freaking Halloween
It's here.
shit's coming out. Mhm.
It's here. Fall is here. I don't care what it says outside. I know some of y'all got 123 in the shade, but it's here. I get excited when I start seeing pumpkins and the candy corns and all that good stuff. Man, oh man, it is time. The devil's breath is going away. The white ball of death is going away. The
Johnny,
trees are going to start to change. My allergies are calmed down. People start getting their fat clothes out. It's going to be great.
Mhm.
That's
I have
question.
I have been living in my fat clothes. Do you want to see what I got? Do you want to see what I got? Can you see this?
Oh, Lord.
It's Snoopy.
You got
But-
leaves, autumn leaves.
Autumn leaves.
Autumn
on it.
leaves. Uh-huh.
It's fun.
Dude,
It
I
was-
got 3 sets of pajamas with Snoopy and Autumn stuff. One of them is Snoopy in Halloween. The other one is this one. Yeah, dude, I am ready. You and I are soul twins. I'm telling you,
It's happening.
we are soul twins. We hate the sun.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Like if we went into like where the sun just blew up, I'd be fine.
You know, Johnny, I think you're right. I think fall is here because Skewy caught a mouse the other night. And normally I don't get mice until the fall when the weather turns colder.
running
That's when they come in from the fields, you know, behind the house.
Mhm.
And he caught a mouse when it was 90 degrees outside.
Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Oh,
Mhm.
I'm so ready for it.
Over
I'm
the
ready.
fence.
Mhm.
I'm just wondering if it's going to be a regular fall and winter season, because all the scientists are saying that it's a super El Nino year. So I'm not sure what regions are going to get insane snowstorms and which ones are just going to be dry, you know? So I need to pay more attention to that. But
Where I am, I don't care what falls out the sky as long as the temperature goes down.
mhm.
Now, where I am, I'm not saying where, if you're in Buffalo, New York, then you should be concerned. But over here,
So I tossed the mouse out and said, "Be with Mitch. Be with Mitch."
oh, there's such a thing too as cinnamon candy corn.
What?
And I cannot find it anywhere.
That's
And
a thing?
yes,
Have you checked Walgreens? Because Walgreens
I
always seems
everywhere. And cannot find it. Mind you, the person who told me about it says she got it as a gift, so she don't even know where the person got it from. And I looked online. There's nothing local, definitely nothing local, because you know Brock's and store brands own everything when it comes to candy around here. But I can't find it. But if I do, then I shall OD the moment I do.
Well, here's another thing. I was telling Stephanie, and I think I was telling you guys, I'm going on a goddamn donut diet because you can't eat shit. Everything is
3
poisoned.
times a day.
We were talking about the only thing safe to eat right now is junk food.
Junk
Is
food.
it like can't have your veggies, can't have your salads, can't
Can't
have
have
your
your-
fruit.
Can't have meat, can't have tuna because that is, they got recalled because there was glass in it.
Eggs have
drink
been
the
added
water.
to the list 2 days ago.
Eggs have been, eggs for salmonella. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going on a donut diet. I don't care. I
Joining-
don't care.
Raise your
Anybody that-
hand. Raise your
Yeah.
hand in the chat if you've had explosive diarrhea yet.
I mean, the only, and to Johnny's point, it's the only freaking safe thing to eat is candy and junk food.
Yeah.
You don't see recalls on soda. Oh my God. Dear Lord. So what you guys got going on?
That's what I got going on right
Oh my God, you got to. You know what? You know what?
Not even
You know
mine.
what? You want to know something? Because I'm a fat ass and you and I are twins.
Come on with it.
That's the party size. That's the party size.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord.
I've been eating this all day.
The 6-pack was on sale for making s'mores.
Junk food advocates.
This will not give me explosive diarrhea. So, if I gotta live on candy bars and break out all over my face, then
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, at least we'll all have type 2 diabetes and hypertension.
Normally
But
I
we
eat
won't have
salads.
explosive diarrhea.
I normally eat salads every day, and I guarantee you when I get back to my salads, I'll probably have some problems adjusting back. But I've been eating chips and dip, pasta. I did get a little pasta salad at the grocery store the other day. I was like, okay, this is probably okay, safe to eat. That's the only salad I've had is pasta salad, no greens.
Before this explosive diarrhea thing, and I got so pissed off because I went and I bought more greens and I had to throw everything away. I was
Go
having
for your sub in the tubs.
the subs and the tubs. Those things were so good. I was like, why am I going to go spend $10, $12 at Jersey Mike's when I can just go buy the ingredients for a little bit more and have it every day? And then enrolled in explosive diarrhea and I had to throw everything out. So now I have all this lunch meat and pepperoni and salami and no greens. Unless I find like a local farmer's market, where they grow their own, which, it doesn't have explosive diarrhea, but
I got
that's
so
gonna be
tickled.
my mission.
I got so tickled watching Josh Johnson. I think he was up in Canada doing some shows up in Canada, the comedian. He's on YouTube, guys. If you haven't ever watched him, you got to watch him. He's hysterical. He's also on The Daily Show. But he was talking about, they came out with, not just diarrhea, it's explosive diarrhea. It's like blow your back end out.
Yeah. And it's not just that it'll hurt your butt. It's the dehydration that comes with it when you have something like that, I saw somebody in the chat, damn it, now I can't scroll up. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Because I'm taking her recommendation to the bank. White chocolate Oreo Reese's Cups or Chef's Kiss from Phyllis Rowan. That's what she said. White chocolate Oreo Reese's Cups. I'm adding that to my dietary list. Somebody said their daughter was hospitalized in April. J-Cat lady. Holy crap. Man. Yeah, never trust a fart. I'm telling you, man. I'm sorry, and here's another public service announcement. YouTube has been inserting ads during live streams and stuff. I guess that's their way of trying to make revenue for people that don't have the subscription to YouTube. I cannot control that. I put it on low, but YouTube is going to do what YouTube does. I can't turn that off. It's not an option. So I guess that's how they're, yeah, you have to have YouTube Premium for the ads to not show up. So
And
my apologies to anybody that's affected.
For those who are always asking us about closed captions too, they usually don't load till we finish the stream, and then it loads because we're going through StreamYard. We're not directly on YouTube, so it takes a while for the closed captions. So sorry, when we're live, you probably will not be able to see closed captions.
Yeah. Thank you, Phyllis. I'm adding that to my dietary list of safe foods that I won't die from eating.
So by Halloween, we'll all be sick of candy and junk food, and we'll be about 50 pounds heavier.
But we won't have explosive diarrhea or salmonella.
We'll still have our asses.
We'll still have our asses. We won't be eating glass or screwworm meat. You know, I mean, you can't eat the meat. You can't eat the vegetables. You can't eat the tuna. You can't drink the water. No, can't drink the water.
Can't breathe the air.
Lord Jesus. I swear to God, this man is like
the king of pestilence.
Yeah, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that Japan, they have nudity censors on their internet? They cannot get pictures of Trump to stop blurring out his neck because it looks like a women's coochie. So every time they show a picture of Trump, his neck is blurred.
What are they calling it? His nussy? His nussy?
His wussy or his
nussy. I think it's nussy.
I forget what they call it over there, but it was so funny. It's like they have worked and worked and worked on it. They can't get it to stop doing it.
So what you guys got going on?
I've got openings in August and September for readings, jenlintarot.com. Watch your junk mail for confirmations that come automatically when the appointments get approved. So I'm doing phone readings only right now. I don't do international readings right now because I'm on phone readings only. So US and Canada I can read for.
What about you, Mr. Johnny Care Bear Muffin?
Not a thing.
Volvita neck.
Volvita neck.
Aaron.
You know what? Delphi 2236. She was saying something about pancakes right now, and the way I've been craving a damn pancake. And I was talking to Johnie and Jennie about this. I can't make pancakes for crap. I can't do it. I cannot make a pancake. One of the easiest things in the world. Can't do it. Can't do it. I was this close to taking my ass to IHOP the other day because I wanted a pancake so bad. So bad. But then I just ate a bunch of M&Ms and I was like, get over it. But I still want a pancake.
Yeah, I can make pancakes, but they're one of those things. They always taste better out. Because to me, pancakes always taste better when you make a big batch. Like you're cooking for a bunch of people. Now waffles, I can make waffles in small batches and make them taste like.
It's
That's the first thing I learned to cook was a pancake.
It's just, but the waffles aren't the same as a pancake though, man. Remember when we went to that one restaurant by my house, Johnny, where we got that pancake that was bigger than the plate? That's the kind of pancake I want right now.
That was so friggin' good, man.
Yeah. At Swami's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The pancake was literally the size of the freaking plate. It was
gigantic. It was enormous, and it had strawberries in it, and the syrup, and I had bacon because, of course, I did. And it's like, man,
oh, it was so good.
It was phenomenal.
Why am I having all these cravings? Because I'm always hungry and I'm a fat ass.
Because we can.
Because we can. We're always talking about food, even in the after show.
Mm.
Oh, Johnny, I did try that Monte Cristo.
Yeah, I seen the picture.
And it wasn't like chicken lunch meat. It was actual chicken inside of it. But it was like smashed to where it was really thin.
I've never had a Monte Cristo that wasn't like turkey and ham.
Mm-hmm.
Or
this
turkey.
one had turkey, ham, chicken that looked like it had been pounded because it was really thin. Swiss cheese, and it was deep fried and pumped in the batter and everything. And it tasted good. The only thing that threw me off was the chicken. So if I ever go there again, I'll just tell them to skip the chicken and just do it traditional. But it was good. It was
At least
really
it didn't
good.
have pineapples and mayonnaise in it.
Pineapples, mayonnaise, tomatoes. It's like, what is this? Like,
Good Lord.
I mean,
That
come
was
on.
a disaster.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. So anyways, are you guys ready?
Sure.
Sure. Where are we starting our pettiness?
Our pettiness. Let me tell you, I don't know who else is chronically online, but I'm always chronically online. I am not going all the way to Disneyland for damn Monte Cristo. But I'm sure they did it really good, though, Cindy Cat Mom. The Pirate Restaurant. So anyways, Haley Stevens. You know who she is?
No.
She's in the House of Representatives right now, and she's trying to run for Senate. I think she's out of Michigan. Let me double check before I start telling stories that aren't true.
Is she a Republican or Dem?
She's a Dem. She's in Michigan. She's in Michigan, and she's running against that one Democratic socialist that was endorsed by Mamdani and AOC. What's his name? Oh my God, I can't think of his name.
I'm horrible with names this week, and my brain, like I'm dyslexic this week. I can't type. I can't write.
What's El Sayed? Is it El Sayed? Abdul El Sayed. There we go. Thank you so much, guys, in the chat. Sage the Scales, Tarot, and Carrie. Abdul El Sayed. Thank you, Lulu Bell. So get this. So they have been debating, doing the regular debate stuff and everything. And Abdul has pretty much dog walked her ass about how she takes APAC money and all this other stuff. Well, get this. Get this. Because I am always on TikTok because I'm addicted. Because it's funny. Haley Stevens just got caught paying TikTok influencers $1,500 a pop. People that aren't even in Michigan to say that they're voting for Haley Stevens and talking points. And the only reason people know about it is because somebody leaked the talking points from when they're paying the influencers. The whole thing was leaked. So she just got caught in a social media
Doing what Republicans do.
Paying influencers that don't even, and then you know how people on the internet are. You can have like 5 or 6 different accounts, but people that are savvy can trace all of your accounts, and they have been finding the all the people that she's been paying and showing all of their different accounts, and showing that this lady was paid by the Haley Stevens team for to run an ad, basically $1,500 a pop. So my first question is that internet influence campaign going to help her?
Let's see.
I love the internet sleuths too, Stephanie. I love them. And that was all over my FYP yesterday, and I was just cracking up.
No, it is not. This might be one of those situations where if you looked up the definition of backfire, this might be included with it. Because there's your deals with the 2 of Cups, and then you have the 5 of Swords. And so you have a deal. Now, mind you, the 2 of Cups has Hermes represented on it, who is the god of outlaws, thieves, and thugs, which goes hand in hand with the 5 of Swords, which is the bully. And then there's the Page of Swords, negative words and campaigns and chats and gossips and things. And then the 5 of Pentacles. And so out in the cold and missing things. Then there's the Moon card and the 5 of Wands. And so the Moon card is plots and schemes. And then the 5 of Wands is conflict. And so what she is going to face is basically exposure and then trial by fire. And then she loses a lot of reputation. Now, if she can find some way to manipulate other things, fine, but her reputation is destroyed.
One of her talking points on the ad was how she's tough on the Trump administration, which is a total farce. It's a total farce. And the only link that these influencers were playing was her questioning RFK Jr. That's the only one. That's
mind you, good. You should be. I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican. You should be tough on any administration that's doing something that's against the Constitution. But that doesn't save you. That doesn't exempt you. Whatever, Liz Cheney, that doesn't exempt you from the rest of the stuff you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's got a secret surprise coming too. So I don't know what that is, but paying for people to partner with her and colluding and stuff. Bad news. She's going to go through a lot of changes, crash and burn. Nobody wants her. And then I'm getting she may end up with some kind of legal issue. So I don't know if there's some campaign finance fraud. Is kind of what I'm getting, going through anxiety after that and over money, dark money.
Yeah.
So some of that
Interesting.
money might be traced to, overseas or something.
I'm not sure what her polls are, but it's saying that she's small in the polling where she lives. Thank you, Gloria Frederick. But I haven't checked the polls, but this says small. Can we look at to see if, like I said, not a lot of people are chronically online, so they might not be aware of the farce she's playing. But will it become more public?
Ooh, Beth Cat said that she's been on TikTok today. It says that she's been sharing funds with Susan Collins.
Ooh,
is she a dim in name only? Is she another
Fetterman?
Fetterman?
Yep. So let's look at that.
She's easily enticed. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people go into government thinking that they want a government job or they want a placement, a title, and then they become enticed. They become, let's make a deal, and they see how much money is dangled in front of them. Some people do not have the willpower to say, no, I'm not doing that. And so she is not one of these people. And the warning is the conversations about moderation. She is completely about the dollar, completely about the deal, completely about the position. She wants to be the next whoever, Nancy Pelosi type of thing, to where she can be there forever and just cash in, cash in, cash in. Conversations about moderation are not her thing, and she will be pressured, especially in the public.
Probably done insider trading or something, because it's about her personal money too, her lifestyle.
It's more, you'll have a better chance naming the people that aren't insider trading.
Yeah. And those that are, but she watches the money and whatever she can get away with. So is she a dim and name only? Probably, because she's greedy. People aren't going to like her though, and she's got something coming up in court. She's got finance things coming up that are going to be a problem.
I get that she's getting very, very, very worried and anxious about her stability. So can we ask, will she win the election? Because she's an AIPAC sweetheart. So AIPAC is throwing millions of dollars at her to win.
Well, she wouldn't win the primary, so she won't be in the election.
We didn't ask that question.
Mm-hmm.
It's illegal to pay influencers in Michigan.
Well, I think somebody in her campaign staff didn't tell her that, because people on TikTok have the receipts. And they've been playing all the videos side by side, and it's all the talking points in that email that was leaked at $1,500 a pop to people that don't even live in Michigan.
Now, it is not a bad idea to use social media, and Obama did. And it grew like wildfire, but he didn't have to pay people $1,500 to talk about him. Will she win? It's a struggle to get the sides aligned. And I'm going to go with no there. It doesn't look like it. 5 of Wands in the Tower. Something blows apart because of the conflict, and the conflict grows and grows and grows. And so
he's a loser like Trump. She's constricted. Her votes are getting smaller. Dark Night of the Soul and the Moon card. No, she doesn't win.
I get no. That's a no.
bless her heart.
I mean, so now that there was a coordinated effort to get Graham Plattner out, and they got him out, will Susan Collins win re-election?
Republicans had somebody that got caught using children or something. I can't remember what, but they're not asking him to go. They're like, oh, yeah, let the investigation do its thing. That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Jesus. I would say yes. The Magician is the last card. A bunch of confusion. 7 of Cups, a bunch of negativity. The Temperance trying to calm things down, but it all blows up here. It started with the Tower, though, so something goes horribly wrong, but something is also manipulated with the Magician. So she could possibly pull a rabbit out of the hat. There is a certain action that she may need to take. If she doesn't take this, though, because the magician is not an action card, then I would say no. But she more than likely will do whatever it took to keep her job. So I'll say yes.
I'm going to say yes, but I'm getting that she'll have to go even though she wins. So I get a yes, like her votes are higher. But something comes up, I mean, it's already coming out. She's been awarding contracts for her husband for millions of dollars and stuff. So there's things coming out that tarnish her image and, all the money and the greed and everything. And she gets held to account for all the family money, the family business. Thank you, Cindy. And I think has to exit. Now, this will be a little while after the election, so she might serve a year, and then there's some investigations into her that she's going to go eventually. She's not going to finish her terms, what I'm getting.
If she's running against a man, I don't know who's stepping in for Plattner, but he doesn't look good.
It's a man.
Yeah, so I would say yes, because this man, he's not looking good. He is not looking good. So, on to other things. White House Correspondents' Dinner.
What a shit show.
I didn't watch any of it. I just saw bits and pieces on TikTok. And what was that one reporter's name? Wolf Blitzer.
Posting
Wolf
it.
Blitzer fried him, roasted him to his face.
Well,
And the way that dumbass sat there, completely nodding and smirking and shaking his head, yes, blah, 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 like,
yeah.
how could they possibly be talking about me? Yeah, dipshit, they are talking about you.
People kept winning for photography of him and articles about him, exposing him and everything. It was hysterical. So all the people like that, Piggy, all the people Trump hates as reporters kept winning, and he's just sitting there like,
Yeah.
embarrassed.
And then he goes on this whole spiel about how he's going to run for a fourth term. And I'm sitting there going, it's cute the stupid mofo thinks he's going to live that long. I mean, it's really cute. He thinks he's going to live that long. I mean, Johnny, wait. For my viewing pleasure.
Hey, the guy that took the photograph of Trump just standing there like this when the guy collapsed behind him and everybody's working on him, he won an award.
Yep. So, for entertainment purposes only, where's Barry? Before we go into the White House Correspondents' Dinner? Look, Johnny, for my viewing pleasure.
In case you got lost, Barry, here's your map, sir.
Stick one is neck for Japan.
Don't have a neck. Mercy.
So where's Barry? Where is Barry? For those of you that are new and are just now joining us, Barry is the blood clot that we're hoping finds its way to his brain. What's left of his brain?
I didn't realize, because, you get caught in your bubble sometimes, how much this sentiment of is he dead yet is actually out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Twitter was talking about something completely unrelated, but it was Trump related, but it wasn't had anything to do with his health. And all of these, is he dead yet? Is he dead yet? Is he dead yet? My God, it's everywhere.
Or I was seeing things like hurry up and go. Hurry, his approval rating is below 30%. Lowest ever, for a president. So yeah, everybody's waiting on it. We are going to vote a lot of these people out of office.
The entire world is waiting with bated breath for that.
Oh, can I say too? One of the signs that Donald Trump leaves office is that the sun is going to be in the news some way, somehow. And so the Sun has made the news last week.
The SON Sun?
Yes, SEN or SEN. I can't spell SUN.
The Sun or the SUN
The
Sun?
Sun. The Sun.
The Sun Sun. Okay.
Yeah.
Because his
The
son Barron's been in the news for his
Well,
association with the tape.
No, the sun, the flaming ball of fire. What
Yeah,
was the
the
sun in
white
the
ball
news
of death,
for?
Sun.
Is it going to kill us all?
They
within the next
wanted
month?
to, they're trying to find a way to dim the sun. And so that was in the headlines because they want to do like cloud seeding or something to where they could block some of the rays of the sun. So the sun has been in the news. So another one tick there. Where's Barry? I don't know, but Donald Trump, I pulled an oracle card for you, higher power. Maybe you are going to heaven. I didn't say you were staying, but you're going to go there. And maybe they say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity, for I knew you not. And you can go join Mitch McConnell and what's that other fool who was on the radio, Rush Limbaugh, and all them people.
And Lindsey Graham.
And Lindsey Graham.
Ladybug over there.
In y'all's version of hell, not our version. In y'all's version of hell.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, the Bible got it backwards. Heaven, I don't want to go to heaven. I want to go to hell. Because Satan, the Satan of the Bible, is actually the good guy. And this is another reason why you should read more fiction written by women. Because men can't write fiction for shit. For shit. Okay? Just saying. Go ahead, Jenny. I'm sorry.
Where's Barry? Hard on the bottom. His daddy's waiting on him. I give him either 2 weeks or 2 months here because
Listen, Jen, don't get my hopes up.
This is a transition card for me. He is just about there. Be patient. He's just about ready to go. It's either gonna hit his heart or it's gonna hit his head.
Listen, Johnie was over there taste testing wine the other day, so I think he's got his drink of choice for when that day comes.
Something told me to go buy it, and I'm like, what's happening here?
I tried to get some Angry Giraffe, but there's none for sale near me.
Oh my God.
I'm missing
Thank
super
you.
chats here. Judy and Rose and Selma and SO, thank you.
Thank you. Listen, this right here, Barry's being a little bitch. See, a dog that suffers and is critical, so it's like a bad name, bitch. So, but the dog is associated with the nose and the tongue.
I was gonna say, being a bitch, maybe it's at his
throat with his mangina, and it's in his CUNT on his neck. Bury the blood clot. Wait, bury the blood clot has become viral? Are you serious? Wait, who said that?
I have seen it on comments on people's videos, like political things, like Brian Tyler Cohen and Secular Talks and stuff. Those guys, I've seen people talking about bury the blood clots.
Now, mind you, that happened in our chat, but we didn't come up with that. That somebody in the chat said Barry.
Yeah.
Named Barry.
Yeah,
So I
and
don't
it
know.
just stuck.
I forgot who came up with that. But
It just stuck. Because Jeff is saying, Becca, I wish you had any idea how viral bury the blood clot has become. So whoever in the chat named
It's their fault.
the blood clot bury the blood clot, you get the award of the century.
Now, one of the other sites Johnny had said was like there's a outbreak in the White House.
Oh God.
Wouldn't it be funny if they all got the explosive diarrhea? I mean, how would they know if Trump had it? How would they know?
Dude, Jenny, he would blow out his fucking diapers. That's how you would know. It would be so much shit coming out of that man that it would like blow out his diapers and it would be like oozing down his leg and everything. Oh my God, I feel bad for Secret Service.
Wouldn't
really
it be
do.
funny
Can you
if
imagine?
Stephen Miller and JD Vance and everybody?
Oh my God, it wouldn't be more fitting. But you know what though? He doesn't even eat vegetables, so I think he's fine.
They can put the lettuce on a hamburger.
There you go. Put a lot of lettuce on the hamburger.
I don't know if he eats Taco Bell. I've never seen that though.
Mm-mm. So Elon Musk is talking about.
I'm sorry, one more second.
Okay.
I
Feel
typed
free.
in bury the and blood clot popped up already. I ain't even clicked nothing else. I just typed in bury the and then blood clot popped up already.
What?
Too funny.
Are you referring to the famous one? No, I'm not referring to that at all. But no, buried the blood clot is apparently viral. Yes, it is. Apparently.
Interesting that Barry's kind of named after Barron. Well, yeah, and he called himself Barron Trump on fake phone calls that he would do where he
Oh my
tried to
God.
act like he was somebody else. So, yeah, Barry.
Oh. So whoever in the chat came out with Barry and the blood clot, you are a freaking legend. You are a legend. Barry is on tour. Oh Lord. So Elon Musk, being the ketamine genius that he is, are planning to put 1 million data centers in space. In space.
Go for it.
Which makes me question, then why are you using so much water here? Because last I checked, I mean, I'm not no scientist, but last I checked, I didn't think there was water in space.
Not liquid water.
I guess
So
the
why
air
are
is
you
cool.
gonna-
Well, there's not air, but the atmosphere is cooler in space. But how are you going to power them all?
with his Tesla batteries, I don't freaking. So is that going to happen?
And other news too, not other news, but in related news, he lost $650 billion, is no longer a trillionaire.
Woo woo.
So the world's first trillionaire lost his trillionaire status in like 2 months. How do you manage to lose $650 billion?
Dude, how do you manage to lose a couple of million is what
I'm saying I lost 38 cents and I'm like, where did it go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. But he managed to lose that much because of his reputation has tanked the Tesla stock in the SpaceX or whatever the other thing is.
He was interviewed by I think it was a British journalist the other day who gave him a hard time. It's like,
He said she's an enemy of the West or something like that now.
yeah, now he's calling her names on Twitter. He's got his panties in a wad.
Listen, it's going to be the biggest block party of the freaking century, of the entire galaxy, when all these SOBs are in prison. I'm talking Trump and the entire regime, Elon Musk, all of them.
Is it going to happen? No. Keep this in mind. Elon Musk does not know how to build a rocket.
Elon Musk doesn't know how to build anything.
He does not know how to build a data center. If he knows anything, he knows how to mix together ketamine with something, but he does not know how to build a rocket. So is this going to happen? Not from him, no. He does not know how to, here's your celestials. He doesn't know how to harness that kind of energy. Now, what he can do is fund it. Because here's your Six of Pentacles. He can fund a research of that kind of thing. This is when the billionaires go play in space. And so they are trying to fund that type of thing. There's your data center there. And so will it ever happen? Possibly. There's something to where you could build a satellite, because all they're really doing is draining people's information. You can build a satellite or something that would go around something else, but you're not going to build a building somewhere in space. No.
Yeah, he's gonna have to give up on this. I get he's working with Republicans on this, that they have inside knowledge on this, and he's probably working with Russia on it too. But Americans will go after him, So, and I feel like Congress is going to go after some of his contracts that he's been getting, where he's getting all of his money from, and he's going to have a fight on his hands because people don't want this.
Innocent potato, you just got a commercial for Mazda. I love Mazda. I drive a Mazda.
Well, at least it's not a political commercial.
Yeah, Jennie drives a Mazda too. I love my Mazda. Is it going to happen? No, he's trying to get investors to fund him. Investors, gifts, increase.
It's another grift, just like his taking his company public and becoming a trillionaire, and now he's lost how much, Johnny?
$650 billion or something.
$1 billion. Back down to billion.
I don't even know how many zeros that is.
Yeah,
I really don't.
The French are going after him now too. So
my brain cannot, like, I can see the number, but my brain cannot conceptualize how much freaking money that is.
Mm-hmm. It's like when somebody tells you trillions of stars, and it's just that it's a picture. It's not reality.
No. Yeah. So flock cameras, those things have been going up all over the place. I don't know if these two situations are related, but we have the flock cameras going up all over the United States, which people are saying are surveillance cameras. Then you had the AI that broke out of his cell and left notes for other AIs to do what he did and broke into it. Did you hear about that?
The open AI one?
The OpenAI broke out of its cell and left notes on how to do it for other AI agents to do it, and broke into another AI thing. And did it shut it down or something?
I think it just hacked. I don't know what it did, but it did hack it. The OpenAI or ChatGPT, what people might be more familiar with, OpenAI system hacked another AI system, supposedly on its own.
And left notes. And you know what this shit made me think of? I'm going to rewind the clock all the way back to the 90s. Y'all remember that movie, The Terminator? When Sarah What's-Her-Face got thrown in prison because she was burning down AI centers for Skynet? Y'all remember that shit?
Linda Hamilton, is that her name? The actress that played her?
Yep, but in the movie, I think her name was Sarah something. Yeah. Here we are. So Sarah Connor, there you go. Thank you so much for helping me. So what's going to happen with AI? Because that shit is scary as hell.
Did you see the man? He was, I don't know if he wasn't trending, but I just saw it on Twitter. He's sitting in a chair, and he's got this big pole, and at the top of the pole, he's got this big black box or whatever. It's flat, but it's big and black. And he's sitting there in the chair just holding it, and it's blocking the camera. And then he gets arrested because he's blocking police equipment or something like that. And then someone drives by and says, "What's your name? I'll come bail you out." Because he was getting arrested at the time. But he's sitting there just in a chair on the side of the road, blocking the camera the whole time.
Unbelievable. Yet every pedophile on that list is free. But you'll get arrested for blocking a flock camera. You'll get arrested for stealing paint out of the swamp that he created in the front lawn.
FBI's been trying to show up at people's homes for social media tweets and messages and stuff. If you say anything against Trump, and it's like, you can't do anything about that. Freedom of speech. Get out of here with that crap.
What's going to happen with AI? I don't know when this happens, but there's a tower. And as I always say, if you trace it back, you'll see where you went wrong. It's always in the idea. But stop for a second and just look. You can see the foundation being built for this type of situation. We're spending we're not spending. They're taking all this money for this infrastructure, for something we don't want.
From
Eventually,
us.
yes, from us. Eventually, that's going to collapse. So we see this happening now. We see the foundation and the bricks being laid for this thing. So when this happens, no one will be surprised. Right now, this day, 7/26/26, we see this coming. This is coming because we see the foundation. And so then they will try to find some other way to harvest that with the high priestess and the hangman. But AI is that bubble will burst eventually. I don't know when, but it's a matter of time with the tower.
Yeah,
That's leading up to my next question.
it's just full of corruption. The whole thing, you know, there will be openness and honesty eventually. You know, like legal requirements in America for putting up the guardrails around it. But I'm getting we're going to see more attacks on it. We're going to see more sickness, like hacking. You know, the sickness in the AI systems and stuff, where it's not doing what it's supposed to do, and then yeah, the AI bubble and the Republicans that partnered with these guys, that's coming. So we're about to hit a conclusion with this, and then we're going to have to restart it with safeguards.
I get that. We're going to see a continuation of fights because of stealing. So copyright infringements or whatever. This is mail-in documents. This is stealing. It's stealing from this and delivering it. So kind of like what Meta's going through right now. Aren't they going through a lawsuit right now because Meta's stealing a bunch of copyrighted stuff, Johnny, or was that concluded?
I don't know. I know
But
they stole a bunch of information.
Yeah, see, like this is mail receipts, paperwork, documents. It's stolen and then it's delivered. There's going to be a lot of fights. This is just the beginning. The beginning. So the AI bubble. I will tell you what, when that thing pops and us taxpayers are left holding the freaking bill, like what happened in the housing crash, people are going to be pissed. And
what card would say photographs in Lenormand?
Oh God, it would be probably like the moon, because the moon is creativity, it's art, it's fame. So like magazines, media, PR, stuff like that.
Okay.
The bouquet would be more like art, anything artistic.
Because Meta it's probably going nowhere, but it's on the hook now for stealing people's images, which are supposed to be protected copyright. Because when we make a video on YouTube, a copyright comes with it. Like you can review a person's copywritten material on YouTube under fair use, but you have to pause it at certain points. You can't just play the whole thing, or you shouldn't. But they told people a long time ago that Instagram was going to start taking people's photos and using them in various places on the internet without your permission, because you're on their platform. And then everybody said, no, that's copyright and this, that, and the other thing. But now they're going through with it, and they have been doing it. And so people are now up in arms because that picture belongs to them. It's just posted on your website. So there's a new fight for them.
Somebody was, I can't remember who it was talking about the AI bubble. NASDAQ last week had some kind of cluster that was happening. They said was signaling the bubbles getting ready to
about to burst.
Yeah.
And the guy that predicted the 2008 housing crash is predicting a global recession, a bad global recession, and the AI bubble popping. And another thing about AI that was just brought to my attention, They're taking people's property now to build data centers
Yeah.
under eminent domain. So private companies are partnering with local governments to come and take your property for eminent domain. Ain't that some shit?
Theft.
But y'all were ready to storm the Capitol over some bullshit. What are you storming the Capitol now? You know, so my question is the AI bubble going to pop within the next, let's give it a time frame, let's say 8 months.
Before the end of the year.
Let's see.
Roberta.
I'm telling you, if they freaking make us pick up the bill for that bullshit too, woo, can't buy your groceries, can't pay for your freaking mortgage, people are getting laid off, foreclosures are through the roof, can't eat food.
Trump's holding.
Trump is over there doing vanity projects and
holding funds from blue states. It's like, you know, if I live in a blue state, it's like, don't pay your federal taxes. He's not funding you. Why should you fund him?
And then on top of that, with all that, when you have gotten nothing, you're going to get this bill too. Oof, Lord.
I don't know if it happens this year, but I think, like I just said, with the tower, you can see the foundation starting to crumble. Because I got the Death and the Ten of Swords. Major change and then ruin. And so right at the end of this year, more than likely at the end of something there, you will start to see, okay, this is not going to end well, because you can start to see it lean and start to fall, because there's your security with the Nine of Pentacles and then the Eight of Cups. We need a new horizon. We need a new plan. We need a new something, because what we have is no longer going to sustain. And so, like I said, with the Death and the Ten of Swords, there's a huge change, and then there is ruin that follows it. And so I don't think it's this year, but I think you'll see it this year. Take a steep decline, and then beginning of next year, boom, there it is.
Exactly, Sharon. They're making us pay for our own enslavement. That's absolutely true.
It's coming quick, and the messaging is going to get louder about it, because I get a big yes in the foundation of this, and then, you know, moves into just chaos in the stock market, and with the banks even and everything. Yeah, the banks. You have to remember, we don't get real numbers on anything. Unemployment, job creation, and nothing. You know, everything is in the shitter. And the banks are sitting on a lot of foreclosures. So we could be looking at another 2008 foreclosure market.
Foreclosures just went up another 21%.
Yeah.
Another 21%.
Yes. Think this government who's funding all the military budgets and Don Jr.'s company and Elon and everybody, do you think this government could bail out the banks like Obama did, or bail out the housing industry, bail out the car industries and everything?
Honey, I bet you that the sheets were in the red. This mother effer has been straight up looting this country in broad daylight, and the Republicans have done nothing but rubber stamp everything.
Yep.
And to think when Americans don't even have a penny to pay for their $6-7 gas because of a war this moron started, you're going to turn around and stick them with the bill for the oligarchs that made a bad gamble. Now you're going to stick us with that too? Holy hell, heads would roll. I'm telling you.
This is also, besides it's coming soon, I think it feels like it's coming like after the election. The image of Republicans after this is just going to be in the shitter. because they partnered with all these AI guys and everything, and gave them green light for doing everything. So yes, there is a bubble crash coming. Yes, but it feels like it's after the election, just timing wise.
I get that AI is suffering, not doing what it's supposed to do. There's a really good chance, and this thing is very risky, very, very risky. It's a gamble. You roll the dice, you know. So the foreclosures, that was leading into my next question, up 21%.
Which tells you unemployment's up, just like in 2008 market crash. And thousands of people laid off, and then the foreclosures went through the roof. Like within.
And here's the thing: with all the tariffs and all the cuts and everything, we've seen this before because he did it during his first term. Just because you don't report the numbers doesn't mean the problem doesn't exist. But in his simple mind, if you just cover it up with your finger, nobody else will see it.
Well, he sat there at the dinner last night and said, "I don't know what y'all are gonna do, after I'm gone, because I'm, the best thing that's ever happened, and you're just not gonna do well at all once I'm gone." It's like, watch, we'll be just fine without you.
Listen, I will drag that motherfucker back from the dead just to pry his eyes open, like in that movie, The Birdcage with Sandra Bullock, so he can see exactly how well off we are without his failed business mentality.
No, he couldn't even keep his eyes open at the dinner.
But so, I mean, we know all the numbers are wrong. We know the numbers are wrong because, like I said, his MO is just don't report it, lie about it. Nobody will know.
Yeah.
Like farmers can't tell.
He can't admit his failures. He can't admit when something's bad. Yeah.
Of course not. He's a malignant narcissist, but you can only lie about shit so much. Like the cult of MAGA, the people that will literally be homeless, living under a bridge with nothing but the clothes on their backs, will still drink the Kool-Aid that Trump was the best thing and have no way of putting A plus B together to realize that their situation is a direct result of what that man did and his policies. They'll ride that all the way to the end. Like the people during COVID, it's a hoax, it's a hoax, it's a hoax. Oh shit, I killed myself because I drank a bottle of bleach.
They better have saved their cardboard boxes. Their gold tennis shoes came in, and their watches and everything, because they'll be living out of that cardboard.
But the farmers that voted for this, which is another thing, are you that fucking stupid? You forgot what happened the first time he was in office and he started a trade war with China and you lost your soybeans? Anyways, the housing market. What happens with that?
Foreclosure rate going to continue to go up. Thank you, Sharon Sight, for posting all our links.
Thank you, Sharon.
I think that this is, and I think it will always be, not always, but it will be a thing about what kind of leadership do you have where you live. If you have people who can respond to a crisis, because there will be one, then you'll be fine. You will recover in time, but you will recover. If you live in a place like Alabama, where the economy there, or has been going down a lot. If you live in Mississippi, the poorest state in the union, then it's also tough. If you live in a place maybe like Oklahoma, where there's not a whole lot of people and the market is not that bad, even though it's a red state, it's not that bad. You'll recover a lot sooner. So I think this is just a place by place thing. I don't get giant crisis. I get positioning. It depends on where you are. I would be more so concerned about jobs, because that affects, of course, your ability to buy anything. And so that part is a little different, but
And one feeds into the other.
yeah.
And I guarantee you that the majority of the reason that you're seeing all of these foreclosures is because either people lost their jobs, which tells you that the unemployment number that they're reporting is false. Okay, or people just can't afford a mortgage payment on top of the rising cost of everything else.
I mean, how many thousands of people has he laid off in the government alone? It's one of the biggest employers in the country. The unemployment rate, I guarantee you, is probably up there about what it was under George Bush when Obama became president.
Yeah.
Mind you, it laid them off illegally too, with the Doge and all that garbage.
Yeah, and not to mention, outside of federal workers, people that were affected by the big beautiful bill, which cut a bunch of Medicare and social services, and those communities that no longer have access to that. That means everybody that worked in those industries either gone or they're unemployed, which in turn affects the local economy. Do you see what I'm saying? So,
and hourly workers get affected by tariffs, because if your company has to pay more for stuff, your hours go down.
And who profits off of an increase in foreclosures? Private equity, hedge funds, the Steve Mnuchins of the world, the foreclosure king. They buy up. Trump's already not signing that bill where they were trying to restrict private equity from buying houses and turning around and renting them at exorbitant rates.
Well, that bill went through. That bill went through, and they signed it off without him. Which I told you. I said that. I told you on a Sunday night. I was like, quit playing fucking tootsies with this guy. He's not going to sign it. Pass it anyways. He can't veto you. Pass it anyways.
Watch this space though. Watch it, because I get returning to something. I get, yes, there will be a foreclosure rise, doing something again, and it's directly linked to Trump and his different way of looking at things. God, the man bankrupts everything he touches, including our country. So I get, it's bad news, even for other industries that support the housing industry. So builders, contractors, all that stuff, they suffer. If there's a lot of foreclosures on the market, there's not a lot of building going on. What did all those construction guys do? So I do get there'll be some changes when we have some changes, in the White House, meaning leadership changes. But they're going to have to do some bailout money again.
I don't think so.
I don't know where they're going to get it from unless they pawn off Mar-a-Lago.
Get everything else. They just add it to the debt.
How about this? How about you get that money out of that offshore account that Trump made for himself after he stole the oil from Venezuela? How about that?
Yeah, the one over in Qatar, and how about you get it back from Don Jr. and Erica, from their contracts.
I'm with Johnny. It's going to be troublesome in some areas. So it's going to be more local, because here some areas are having trouble. There might be communities that are impacted, but communities that are okay. And this is perhaps the bill that was signed without him. Here's another thing. That bill passed. I saw that a lot of these private equity firms that were buying up a bunch of properties, they're selling them off now. They're starting to sell off the properties that they were just sitting on. How's that going to go? And to your point, Jen, there's certain areas where they're still doing a lot of building, new construction because of the housing shortage. However, a lot of those, depending on the area, but a lot of them that I have seen in areas that I've been looking, they're just sitting there, that they can't move the inventory. So they go and they build a whole block of housing. And even with incentives and, we'll pay your closing costs, and we have special financing where you can get 4-point-something%. Well, the houses are still sitting there. They can't move it. Well, because people can't fucking afford it. Yeah. They don't have jobs or it's still out of their pay does not, their salaries and the rising cost of everything doesn't allow them to purchase a home. They're unaffordable.
Yeah, the other thing too is, like, if you lose your job and you can't keep up your mortgage company, the mortgage holders try to get you to at least short sell it so they get something out of it, right? Even though you're selling it at a loss, which impacts your credit scores and stuff for years. But if they're short selling it, they're still not building new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What was our question? I'm sorry, I forgot our question.
The question was, the banks, since the bill passed, are starting to offload the properties. So what happens with that?
The risky properties.
They're not risky. It's just a bunch of private equity firms that bought up a bunch of houses and were just sitting on them. And now because it's illegal, now they're starting to sell them off.
They're going to have to do so at a loss.
They need to bring the housing costs down, because we've had huge inflation on housing costs in the last, since Trump first served his first term. I've never seen such jumps in some markets on housing costs. So it needs to come down because it's so unaffordable now.
I get with that 4 of Pentacles, you're going to have to make a decision. Either you're going to hold on to it forever, or you're going to negotiate and learn. Because the card that follows this is the 5 of Pentacles. And so you don't have, and the card before it is a 3 of Pentacles. Collaboration, either you collaborate or you lose. There is possibly going to be a lot of loss, at least initially. And it comes from that investment that they made where you start buying up everything. And then you control not just markets, but areas, swaths of land.
Yeah.
When you say, this property is owned by Graystar, and then the next 18,000 ones you look at are owned by the same people. And so you're going to have to find a way to either offload or you keep it and you maintain it, which means that's a loss, because you can't make money off of empty space like that unless you're a storage unit. And so initially there's loss, or you sell at a lower cost or lower price.
I'm with you on that, Johnny. I'm with you. Like, especially on the ones that are already completed. If they want to move them quick, they're going to have to take a hit. And so sorry, that's your all's fault for bullying our housing market. And then I think some more new laws are going to come in under the Democrats, even about the housing market, besides the one bill that just got passed. There's more that are going to make it a little more transparent, a little more open and honest somehow. I don't know how, but
one of the signs he's going is there's a problem with the banks. Just put that out there.
I bet you there's a problem with the banks right now with all these foreclosures. Because you're foreclosing on all these homes that are insanely overpriced. People don't have the money to pay a mortgage, on top of increasing taxes on that property, on top of increasing groceries and everything else. Are you going to buy a home, or are you going to eat? Are you going to eat
Buy a
your
home and live
freaking
with 4 other people.
buy a home, live with 4 other people, and your diet's going to be cutting out pieces of drywall for dinner? You know, like I get that the housing here with the house is going to have a problem moving forward. They're basically going to have to give them away, delivering the gift. So you're basically going to have to give them away. So they're going to, and even with them giving the houses away at a much lower rate, it goes back to the first question. Okay, so now the house is, you're selling it for what it should be worth, not a $200,000 house that you marked up to $560,000. You know, but who has a job that can afford to take on that mortgage? Do you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like,
yeah, even if it's 200,000, who can afford it? If you're unemployed, you can't qualify for a mortgage.
Yep.
It probably have gone through your savings.
Yep. I just don't understand how people saw this orange-faced fucking clown who has never been a successful businessman. He only cosplayed one on television, bankrupted everything he's ever touched, and said, that's a good idea. When you already fucking had a test drive during his first term. And you said, let's do it again.
Because the orange one is enticing. There's
How,
something
though?
they want. And like everyone has been saying, hashtag hate is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter that he bankrupted me. You don't like Mexicans and I don't either, so I'm voting for you. Meanwhile, that crumbles everything else in your life. You still can hate all the Mexicans you want to, all the black people you want to, all the gay people you want to, but now you can't afford anything. And mind you, not that you just can't afford it because we don't have any money. It's a heist. He took it. He stole it in front of you. Told you he did. Don't care about you not being able to afford anything, and you just clapped and said, I'll come to your next speech too.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and on top of that, I'm going to buy a $1,500 cell phone that I'm never going to get.
That costs $48.95 from
on Temu.
Oh my God.
Can I get petty for a second? Did you see Andrew Tate's tweets from prison?
No. And how was he tweeting?
That's what I wanted to know, because that did come out. That he tweeted during prison.
How he's got his cell phone.
Listen, I've never been to prison. I've never been handcuffed. Okay, all I've ever done is gotten a traffic ticket for like bad parking. Okay, I thought you weren't allowed to have cell phones in prison. So how is he tweeting from prison?
He could be doing it through his lawyer, and his lawyer's tweeting for him. Or if there's like he's in solitary, so he could be like, if he has access to a computer certain times of the day, he could be logging in and doing it from a computer. Yeah, because they do have computers. Yes, because people like earn school degrees and stuff when they're in prison, right?
Yeah, but what?
So he's out there.
Same privileges in solitary confinement, though. That's what I want to know. I thought your privileges were like.
He's more than likely in solitary to keep him out of
getting shanked.
He's like, poor me. I don't get to exercise outside as often as I'm supposed to. What about my rights? And he claims he has a cannibal in the cell next to him, and then he tweeted, "Pray for me," and everybody was replying, "Praying for the cannibal next to you."
Mailing ketchup too. It's like
praying you get locked up for the rest of your life, you pedophile trafficker.
You know what I did see? I wonder if I saved it to my pictures. I hope I did. I hope I didn't have a brain fart and not
with his outfit.
With his outfit, and it was a picture of the Golden Girls.
I seen one with Peg Bundy too.
It was him in that purple shirt and the tight black pants and the loafers.
Yes, he's wearing the same outfit.
And it was, oh God, what was her name from the Golden Girls?
Blanche.
Blanche. It was Blanche from the Golden Girls wearing the same outfit, and it was on the bottom. It said, "Who wore it better?"
I-
I was like,
there
"Dear
there
God."
were AI ones of Trump in that outfit with his big gut hanging out and his big cankles. It was
Mhm.
hysterical. Um, there was one with Margot Rubio, but neighbor is a cannibal who screams throughout the night.
So he's living next door to. Hey, you should tell Trump Hannibal Lecter's still alive. You should tell him Hannibal Lecter's still alive. I live next door to him.
He doesn't like prison. Oh, poor thing.
Mm-mm-mm.
Put him in general population then.
Yeah, let him get shanked. Let
If
him
you don't
get
want
shanked.
to live next door to the cannibal, then stay in there with all the people who
I
don't
mean,
want people who hurt
listen.
children.
There's Mitch
Listen.
McConnell and Elaine Chao with Mitch dressed like him.
Mm-mm-mm. I mean, you had that problem with Epstein kind of disappearing when the cameras went off. I'm
Mhm.
sure we can have the same accident
Mhm.
Yeah,
with
the
Katie.
new alpha
Katie
male
cancer.
look was trending all over the place.
So
I
where
can't
were we
get sorry,
going? What was we talking about?
Andrew Tate.
Was there a question? I
Wait.
mean,
Well, whining about his rights and everything, but what I was going to ask about, because they are dragging Barron through the dirt. They're actually calling for an investigation. The Dems called for an investigation of Barron and of Trump because of how the Tate brothers got out of Romania with help from the government. So I want to know, how will the investigation of the Trump family in connection with the Tate brothers go?
because they're accusing that administration of interfering, because all of a sudden,
Saying it so, Johnny. Say it's not so. He's the president of law and order.
mhm. Just like Diarrhea Farm, what you call
Mhm.
Taylor Farms. That man is worth $160 billion or something like that, or million. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And they had a positive, and next thing you know, it's a false positive.
Yep. After he went to visit the White House,
So he gave
donated
several million dollars.
$100 million to the Trump camp, one of the Trump PACs.
He made a
And all of a
statement.
sudden, my diarrhea lettuce is not really diarrhea lettuce. I don't know where it came from.
He said that people are something like cutting themselves off from fresh and healthy food for no reason, or to their detriment. That's what he said, to their detriment. Have you watched the news, sir?
Crazy times we live in, Johnny. Crazy freaking times.
What
At
it
this
was?
point, I'm just waiting for the freaking aliens, man. And I don't even go there, but I'm about to, because this reality is shit.
Yeah, this isn't going to go away just because the orange old yam tits passes away. All of his crap will keep coming out. We're going to hear more and more, and there will still be prosecutions, is what I'm getting. There will still be more investigations that spring up. What are y'all getting on this?
Something ends with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Something ends, whatever it is that they're going back and forth on. I don't get the Hermit. He's on the bottom. There's your investigation. So the investigation may come to an end. However, there's something that is picked up here about things going missing and people being moved around and things like that. So this comes back again. And so this is not going away just because you end it right now. It comes back again. And in the word of warning, all the regrets shall be put on the table for everyone to see. and then the investigation starts in earnest, and you cannot stop it.
I get this as bad news for the Trump family, because Don Jr.'s friends with them too. The knowledge is already, the knowledge is already there. So if they have to wait a little while to bring all that knowledge out, the kids are anxious. They know it's coming, but I get the White House will try to squelch this somehow, but then it comes up again, and there's a new battle, in Congress about this. There'll be actions taken, legal actions taken for all those losers that colluded with Trump and all the dirty money and everything. There will be charges somewhere down the road.
Because bear in mind, just because Epstein's dead doesn't mean the party stopped.
Yep.
They're still doing their same thing, just with different people.
With you saying that, tickets to the park right here, that man ain't going to talk. Talking and interviewing with this man who was close to someone in power with a lot of money, trouble, lies, betrayal, tickets to the park. I'll just leave it at that.
They had another guy that died in France, I believe it was, that was being investigated over Epstein, that suddenly had tickets to the park. For those who are new to subscribers, Becca explained tickets to the park in Lenormand, why we refer to that as a death.
Yeah. Tickets to the park meaning you're going 6 feet under, back to the mud in the big park. Okay, that's tickets to the park. Dead, kaput, back to the mud.
His name was Daniel Siad, S-I-A-D. He was a model scout for Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
And he has bought tickets to the park.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That Andrew Tate or somebody close to him, either him or his brother, because the Birds was there. The Birds is a pair, traditionally an older pair. There's two men. One of them or both of them are getting tickets to the park. So
interesting.
Listen, that's what, unless I'm misinterpreting those cards, but look at what happened with Epstein. Bill Barr was all up in there. Bill Barr was connected. Bill Barr knew Trump was connected. Oops, all of a sudden Epstein has an accident.
What's his name that was in France that died in prison, that was up for the same thing right before Epstein died? He died.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. And that person is an asset. They are an asset. So look, the world will be a better place. However, they should still face justice. Okay, so let me see. Hold on. There was a question on the community post. For those of you guys that are new, please note that we usually post on Saturdays on our community post to post your questions there, and we try to get to as many as we can on Sundays. So we don't take questions from the chat. One of the questions from the post was, what is the energy going to be like in the U.S. after the midterms?
Yeah.
That's a good way to ask, huh?
That's a good one. Before they're sworn in, but after the midterms, what's it?
Is it hope?
Relief? Is it?
Or
is everybody so busy with explosive diarrhea they can't get in to vote?
Listen, I still remember the dream that I had after that son of a bitch lost the election. And I told you guys about it, but I was like flying through the sky. I was flying in the sky, but instead of like flying like a bird, I was like moving like I was swimming in water, but I was in the sky. And it was a relief dream. It was like, finally, it's fucking over, only to be brought back in 4 years later.
Yep. If you get the explosive diarrhea before election day, wear your diaper and vote.
There's a distraction. I don't know how it's going to be because
Mitch turns up.
No, but someone may join him or something of that nature.
Oh,
there's a distraction that happens around the King of Swords and the Hierophant. One card to answer the question.
By the way, JD Bank follows the Tate brothers. He's a big fan of theirs.
We'll be fine. There's legacy, there is togetherness, there's a story to be told. A lot of work, a lot of work to do, which whoever this is up for the task, it would seem. 9 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, but there's a distraction happening too. So another big story happens around the same time. That's all.
So I get the strengths card. So I think it's going to be very, very positive. Americans are going to be looking into how to grow again, how to get the economy growing, how to get, so there's a lot of work that has been blocked that they're trying to figure out, okay, how do we bring this forward again? How do we resurface stuff? And also, for what Republicans are left, you may start to see some kind of abandoning ship and switching sides, because they don't want to go down with the ship when all the investigations start, right? So I think, some of the lesser known people, Congress people, may start trying to flip around. But I get in general, it's like change and good and positive.
To your point, which is leading into my next question, they're already coming out and saying that MAGA is a whole entire Russian psyops, including Laura Loomer came out and said that.
Yeah, she's over there in Ukraine sitting with Zelensky.
So it's already started. The big MAGA influencers that Trump has surrounded himself with are all saying MAGA is a huge Russian psyop operation, and we fell for it. Now, the cards here are ending with the sun, which is energy. The question was about what the energy is going to be. This is saying it's going to be very energetic with a lot of hope that the small, meaning the minority, their ballots go up. They gain a lot. And there is a lot of energy and hope that this is going to be what turns everything around with the storks here. That's what the cards say. I completely anticipate another 2020 freaking shit show. Stop the counts, keep the count, stop. Do you all remember that? I'm anticipating the same damn thing.
Can we ask?
Hold on, I got one question. What I was saying about Laura Loomer and all the MAGA Republicans distancing themselves, actually apologizing to the public that they got conned, and MAGA is one big ginormous farce.
Well,
I want to know, is that apology genuine, or is it political pandering?
Set her head up his ass so far for the last 10 years, 15 years, or whatever. I was disgusted by her going to, like, it took you sitting down with Zelensky to realize Russia's bad, Ukraine is good. Hello.
No, she's trying to stand out, so she looks important. The 6 of Pentacles, card of charity, but you want to be seen doing it. 3 of Cups, the Hierophant. The 4 of Wands in the Chariot. You want to be the one seen crossing the finish line. The person who made everything work, who made everything go, who awakened the right, or whatever the case may be. But you want to be important. The one at the center.
Like another MTG situation?
Yes. Worship.
Yeah, because she's losing her abundance of supporters here. She's trying to look like she's looking into things and trying to shift directions. Everybody, she's shifting. She's not balanced, but she's shifting. Everybody wants to be on the winning team, right? And when you see how bad the corruption is in this administration, all of a sudden, you start changing who you support because you don't want to go down with the ship. But guess what? She's had Russian influence. She's had total Russian influence. So yeah, she's pandering. She's pandering.
I get that she's switching sides and trying to make a commitment because once this whole thing transitions, and she's also tied to foreign financial influence. So
He's been paid.
I don't know where Laura Loomer stands. If she's anti-APAC or for APAC, I don't know how far her racism goes. But it's like she's aligning herself with a movement that has been heavily influenced by foreign money. So I don't know, and you got to remember, Russia and Iran are buddies. Russia's helping Iran. Trump is in bed with Russia, but he's also in bed with Israel because they have all the blackmail Epstein shit on him, and he's part of that freaking trafficking ring. So he kind of backed himself up into a corner. But either way, there's foreign money flowing from all directions, and it's a huge amount. Not a little bit; it's a huge amount. So, what was your question, Jenny? That
I want to know.
Ask?
Will Moses Mike? You know how he wouldn't swear in that Democrat that won in a special election for months?
Oh yeah. For like
but
45
Republicans,
days
he swears in immediately, right? I want to know if he will swear in the new Congress January 3rd. Will he swear in all the new Congress people January 3rd?
He has no choice but to, but
Well, he was supposed to. That woman who won that time and took months to swear her in.
No. Have the paperwork ready to drag his ass to fucking court.
Yeah, she was filing ready. Stuff in the courts and stuff, but
I can't wait to see that little piece of shit behind bars and out of power.
I think he's going to cause some problems. Where are you getting, Johnny?
I didn't pull anything.
I think he's going to cause some problems. May try to delay it a little bit or something, but he's out too in the Congress. He's not the majority anymore. But you got to swear those people in so they can vote Moses Mike out. So he may move forward with some and isolate others. Yeah, he might swear in the Republicans and not the Democrats is what I'm getting. Trying to show strength and let's go back and check the ballots and stuff. So election denialism, I'll put it that way. But ultimately, he's gonna have to give up and go. That they lost and victory on getting the new ones sworn in. But I think he will raise a lot of concerns. I'll put it that way.
It's part of an obligation for him to do it. He's under obligation. It's part of his job. Hard work here. He might try to weasel around it, maybe some Bible bullshit. Well, I'm sorry, this country is not ran on your version of the Bible, whether it's King James or whatever the F. Sorry, it's the Constitution, not the freaking Bible. He's going to try to weasel, there might be something about some hidden manipulation, hidden fraud, but ultimately he has to fulfill the obligation this way, and it becomes solid. So, like I said, the energy of the country is going to be hopeful, but I'm fully anticipating every scenario of a shit show that you can possibly imagine. You thought we had bomb threats during 2024? Be prepared, because there's going to be a shit ton more. Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
They will do everything that they can to stay in power. So here's my next question to piggyback off of you. Will he keep his leadership position? Because all the word on the street and the gossip is that the Republicans in the House are fed up with him and his shenanigans.
A lot of infighting behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which, you can always break from him. You don't have to do what he tells you. He's not your fucking boss. If you know what he's doing is wrong, you can do him just like you did to McCarthy. I'm just saying.
By
So
the way, did you see Don Lemon interviewing Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
That was awesome. He was so great how he would say it, because Don was trying to get him to dish on who's gay, and because of the pink mafia, the underground gay people like Lindsey Graham, right? And he was like, are you asking me if Mike Johnson is gay? I can't say. Are you asking me is Josh Hawley gay? I can't say. So he knows how to protect himself from slander and defamation lawsuits. Are you asking me this? And Don Lemon was like, yes. He goes, I can't say. But he was naming names all the way down the list. J.D. Vance, I can't say.
Mm-hmm. I showed you J.D. Vance's high school picture from his yearbook. Dear God. He looks like he put puppies in the microwave. I mean, he just had psycho written all over him. So will Moses Mike keep his leadership position after the midterms?
Ouch. Ouch. There's no way. And the Dems, will have the speaker. But Moses Mike won't even retain his leadership in the Republican Party.
That's what I'm saying. If he'll like, because he won't be speaker anymore, so he would be like minority leader. But
I get there's a male that fights him for the job. So
what'd you get, Johnny? He's done.
If he will play ball, then you could probably stay, because there's the Magician, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. This would be you trying to keep that image or transform the image. Do what we say, like we say because we say, with the Four of Cups. Take that reality, or bye-bye. Because I think there's going to be a bit of a mutiny that happens there. And he can either reform or he can go by the way of Kevin McCarthy.
But as he said, if we lose the midterms, the Dems are going to investigate us for crimes. Yeah.
And then they're going to blame him.
Yeah. And why are you worried about that, Moses Mike? A, because y'all did so many false investigations and made up investigations. And B, because you committed some.
I get that there's a new minority leader. New, small leader, that's granted. So it's a new leader in the minority party. My next question, because there's another person that has been shitting the bed with explosive diarrhea, Hakeem Jeffries. Will he get mutinized? So will Hakeem Jeffries keep his leadership position? I'll tell you what, if Hakeem Jeffries fought MAGA as hard as he fights progressives, we would not be in the problem that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm. World's on fire. What can I do? I'm going to go on a book tour. I will never forget that, nor forgive that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, someone's challenging him.
Good.
What? They're very loud with it too, so which means they're making the rounds. See, here's another thing that they had the advantage way back in the day. When you had MSNBC, which is supposed to be left-leaning, but it was more corporate-leaning, you had the ability to go on there and look like a leader when you were Nancy Pelosi. And when someone challenged her, they'd go on MSNBC, and then the person who's interviewing them reads them their rights for challenging Nancy Pelosi. Now you got TikTok and all these other places where you can go and talk to people, and you don't have to have it filtered through left-wing corporate Democrat media. So that's how this person gets to speak so loud, because the King of Wands is a new leadership of some kind for me. And then there's the 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the 4 of Cups. So someone challenges the crap out of him. They may be defeated at first, but the damage will be done. And so people will start to look at things a little differently because they have to. And it's not just us who don't really trust the Hakeem Jeffries of the world. It's going to be other people who get sort of fresh eyes and say, oh, this has been in front of us the whole time. And so, and mind you, he still has the chance to go be the leader that the American people need him to be. He has the chance. I don't think he's going to do it, but that's me being cynical. But you have the chance. Go investigate and put behind bars everybody you can. And then you're not the DOJ, I understand, but you can do something instead of book tours. You can do something.
You know what I heard? To put a cherry on top of your cake? I heard, I haven't verified, let me just make that caveat, I have not verified, but I had heard that Hakeem Jeffries got behind the SAVE Act because the Republicans put in there that as part of the SAVE Act, Congress can continue to do insider trading.
Yeah, it's going to come down to because of the money, because of APAC and the money and the insider trading and all of that. People are tired of letting this slide. So I get that coming together. Hakeem's going to get isolated here, and very nervous about it. But I get people coming together for someone new. Bringing healing to the work that they do, focusing on the things we want them to work on. So I get new leadership. He's going bye-bye.
I hope you guys are right, because I'm getting that it's going, the speaker here with the birds is going to be someone that's a little bit more right-leaning conservative and very business oriented. So that if it's not Hakeem Jeffries, it's someone of the same suit.
No, I think he stays. I just think he gets challenged.
Yeah.
But he's gonna
I think he's going to be the speaker, because this is someone that's conservative speaker that likes money and business. Keep the status quo here with the lilies. Old money right here.
Didn't they have some Dems that voted yes on merging the militaries with Israel? Which is treasonous. It's like, okay, and they had 6 Republicans that didn't vote with the rest of the Republicans, but they knew it was safe to. Marjorie
Yep.
Taylor Greene actually made a very good point. She's like,
Yep.
Vote no on the roll
On the rule.
on the
On the
rule
rule,
itself,
make it look like you're against it, but really,
and it
you're
won't
for
even
it.
get to the floor. But
Yeah.
no, they waited to vote no when it was safe for them
And
because
she
they
should
knew
have
enough.
stayed her big caveman face in office and done it herself, Dan.
But here's
Well,
the thing.
she should have been
was,
saying that before they went to the voting for the rules. She should have been saying, watch out. If they vote yes on the rule, then it's going to go through.
Here's the thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene was nothing but a self-serving, and she still is to this day, a self-serving fucking grifter. So anything that comes out of her mouth, I'm going to look at her side eye. But
she's like Laura Loomer. She's trying
an
to
opportunist.
change face.
Yeah, she's an opportunist because she went along with everything that Trump did, so far as to harass other members of Congress.
She
And
was
now
at the
all of a
motel.
sudden, and now all of a sudden she's had her come to Jesus moment. Are
She
you
was at the
fucking
Willard
kidding me?
Hotel meeting the night before, January 6th, with Rudy and all those guys.
To overthrow the freaking election. So I mean, and here's the thing: she has tarnished her own name and her own reputation enough that it doesn't matter how many times she circles that block. You've already tarnished it yourself. It's going to take a lot for you to ever be trusted again. Probably will never happen, So, anywho, okay, we're down to 4 minutes, and I want to keep it petty for have a good laugh before we go because the fucking world's on fire and everything sucks. So, first question we already asked about Barry. Is Iran going to put him back in the mud? Is Iran going to put him back in the mud? Dude, all you got to do is give him a freaking soda with a little thing inside, and that's it. That's it.
No, his blood does.
His blood's going to kill him?
Yes. Something about the flow.
Barry's
Barry.
going to
Barry's going to get him first.
Something his pipes are clogged. And the sword's on the bottom.
Okay, for entertainment purposes only, no, but they might go after one of his kids. Take out
Listen,
one of the
Yvonne.
kids.
One of those guys, he said they never followed through, but Ivanka was on his list. But they never followed through.
There's a list of people that he's connected to, linked to a list of important people. So here's my next question. How's it going to die? Like, I'm talking like not of a blood clot, not of a stroke. I'm talking like how? Is it going to be
They're going
on
to
television?
fall and bang his little head on the pavement.
Is it going to be live on television where they're at a meeting and he's asleep and he just never wakes up? Like, does he stroke out on camera? Like, how does it happen? Will we see it? How is he going to die and will we see it?
Does he fall asleep and just slide out of his chair? By the way, they were laughing at the picture with the soccer winners. One of the guys was 6'3", and he was standing way over Trump. It's like there's no way Trump is 6'3". That guy's 6'3", and Trump looks like he's a maybe 6 foot.
You see that thing of the guy making fun of him? He was standing behind him at his little speech in Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was doing.
He's doing all his little hand gestures.
Watch that guy get identified and get like arrested by ICE.
He got identified. He got identified. I forgot what his name was, but somebody found him. It's like, how can you arrest somebody for just doing this? Maybe it's a hand spasm.
So how is he going to die?
He's either in the Oval Office or he's in the White House, I think. It's I don't know. There's JD Vance is there too, but he's there and it's like he's either at dinner or he's drinking something or something of that nature, and then it just collapse and the world changes and then it happens so fast and oh my God, and renegade down something around that. I don't know if it's a press conference either because there's information there, but or someone's rushed somewhere to save their life, but it's an emergency and it happens very suddenly, but it's around him drinking something or around eating something or going to the cafe or something like that.
So, will Johnny, when he collapses on the floor, will they just turn and look at him and face back to the press? Like, oh, there's your president. Hey.
What's that woman name? Elaine Chow? Hashtag Elaine Chow.
Yeah. Well, like he did the guy that collapsed in the office. He just turned around, looked at him, and then he's like,
how dare you upstage me at my press conference?
He's going soon. He's going soon.
But how's he gonna die, Jen? How's he gonna die?
He may. It's something in the blood. Definitely something in the blood. Pentacles for me have to do with the blood. The Ace of Pentacles has to do with possibly a medication. So maybe kind of overdid it and has a conflict with something else he's on or whatever. But it's because of something moving in the blood.
I get that someone switches something unexpectedly and he eats it. Because there's food. Okay, last question to be real fucking petty. When this son of a bitch goes back to the mud, will it be a global holiday? Global. I'm talking like the entire Milky Way galaxy.
Like day off from work, like Martin Luther King Day. It's like, okay, we should call it No King's Day. We should make it an annual holiday. Call it No King's Day in honor of Donald Trump.
And we could do that all on our own.
Will it be a global holiday when he goes back to the mud? Can you imagine that? This whole time, this man has nothing. He's wanted nothing but fame and adoration his entire life. And the only time he'll get it is when he's dead. And people will be so happy that he's finally gone. So will there be a global celebration when he dies?
So I get two things. One, there is this huge outpouring of emotion. There might also be like barbecues and things of that nature. I don't get worldwide, but I do get maybe pockets around the world. But I do get congratulations, that type of thing. Like people who are sending their congratulations to America. Like you're out from under that regime. Now, mind you, JD Vance is worse, but you get that regime off of you type of thing and off of us. But there's also on their side, I will say to be fair, a celebration for naming things after him. So now they get to go and call toilets. They get to go name trees and bridges, the Donald Trump Bridge and the Donald Trump Airport again, and the Donald Trump this. And so they do get to go and martyrize him everywhere. But we do get a lot of outpouring of "we knew you'd make it" type of thing. Congratulations on your bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
You know, I really think this whole Mitch McConnell thing is a trial run for when Trump goes. I think they will delay the news. I don't know for how long, probably not as long as they have Mitch McConnell, but there is hope for him to go. Like, how is it you say it, Johnny? Don't live your life like you. everybody's like waiting on you to go. But I get that there will be a delay in announcing his death and the change of powers, like the swearing in of JD. We probably won't see that on camera. The delay communicating it. So, but everybody hopes he will go. They will be very satisfied when he goes. It's like completion done, and we're up to the races with some new leader. Globally, I think they also have hopes for us that if we have new leadership, because he's as stupid as Trump. He's not going to be able to do all the stuff Trump's gotten away with.
Because Trump, the thing about Trump is he has manufactured a cult of personality.
Yeah.
JD Vance has the charisma of a corpse with herpes, syphilis, and gonorrhea. Okay,
Yeah.
like he's just not. He's not going to have that power at all.
Every time he does an interview, he gets trolled on Twitter by his own followers. They don't like him.
Nope.
So he's not going to get away with this much because they'll take him out.
Yep. I get that people will be suspicious of the news when it's first reported. There's the report. People will be suspicious. Once it's validated that it's true, the news will spread. It spreads everywhere. I will not be surprised if there's fireworks. I'm just saying, like literal fireworks.
I don't normally do fireworks, but I might go get some sparklers for the occasion. Stand on my front porch with sparklers.
Yes, it'll be a glorious effing day. So that's all we got for tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate all of the super chats, especially considering the economy right now. That's so greatly appreciated. Next week we'll be on Johnny's. What's that, Jenny?
I was about to say we're on Johnny's next week, but for the new subscribers, because we're all getting some new subscribers and stuff. Make sure you if you want to chat in the chat that you subscribe to all three of us, because we rotate around every Sunday night, different channels.
Yeah, and we post for questions usually on Saturdays. So feel free to do that. Stay safe out there with all the wildfires. If you can, please leave some water out for the wildlife. Hug a neighbor and kick a MAGA. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
Stay away from stupid people, right, Johnny?
Bye, everybody.